All right, Dan and Ruth here. I'm just taking some video, obviously, from the lanai off the living room. And it's just about 11 o'clock on Thursday. Beautiful day here, as you can tell from the video. And then standing from kind of the back corner of the bedroom, this is the view of the bedroom. And then getting just right up to the window itself. Okay, now for the shower area. So there is, actually just needs to be clean for the most part. I mean, I don't know if you can see that, yeah. It's just dirty up here. So what I can see is that it just needs to be cleaned quite well. Now you do have, the glass itself is really a lot of mineral buildup from not being wiped down after showers. I don't know if you've ever tried to remove that. I've done in the past. It's just really tedious, and I've never been able to get it like 100% clean once it's gotten cloudy like this, but maybe you know a trick. Down here, so you do have some rust down at the base of the door. But you know, that's so common in Hawaii. Actually, a lot of this looks like just crud, not being cleaned properly. Because that's plastic down there. So disregard the rust. It looks like it just needs to be cleaned thoroughly. And then over here, this is metal, but it looks also like it's just needs to be cleaned.
And we do require professional cleaning.
Pardon me?
It will be professional.
Yeah, and Renee did say that it's all part of the terms of the purchase contract, but you can request to have the unit professionally cleaned, or they can just provide that.
Well, the tenant's got to do it too.
Oh, the tenant has to do it too before vacating. This does look like there's some chips here. So, you know, there's some imperfections, so maybe that will rust a little quicker since they are, again, imperfections there. And then inside the shower, just again needs a deep cleaning. Looks like the tile grout. The drain's in good shape. Again, on the inside, just a thorough cleaning. Looks like it'll do the trick. Looks like there's a little mildew in the corners there. The shower head, just as dusty up top, but I don't see any rust or anything. And again, I'm not a home inspector. Once you go under contract, you have the option to have the property inspected by a licensed home inspector, which I'd recommend. And they'll give you a full report on all their findings. So again, I just want to disclose I may miss something. Okay, here's a dryer filter. Really quite clean. All looks good there. And then we opened this up. Little filter there I opened up as clean looking. Okay, Ruth, here's for the washer. There is it all looks clean here. Renee did say that down here, that can be opened up, but you need a drip pan underneath that, and I don't want to open up and make a mess. But you have that right there. And then this is all quite clean. So I hope that addresses your concerns here. Again, if I missed something, you do have a chance to have everything professionally inspected. And here's the HVAC system. We just turned it on. You have your filter right here. And how you access, you just have to, and I'll do it in just a moment, unscrew these and pull the filter out.
I'm pretty sure he's been changing them since he's got there.
Yeah.
And that looks clean. You can see how clean it is right there.
Yeah, so like this one, I won't even pull out the filter. It looks like it is really clean. And Renee just said that she thinks that the tenant's been cleaning on a regular basis. And in fact, there's also 2 new filters right down here as well. But we just turned on the HVAC. I'm gonna come back here in a little minute once it really kicks on and you can tell how loud it is.
It's kind of a lock, but I don't know if he uses it because this is, I mean, there's some that are neat, but it's.
Yeah. So here's the ice maker, and it is all kind of stuck together. I mean, maybe from just lack of use. I mean, there's some dirty ice down there, so maybe he just hasn't done much with it lately. There you go. And regarding the countertops, it's really hard to pick up on the camera, but you both were here. You kind of saw that there were some, like I'll try to get this in this lighting. You can kind of see there is some scratches.
Yeah, this is a really soft stone.
I mean, just in this one little area, but I mean, this is your main sitting area for dining, so obviously it's gonna get a whole lot of use, but there's definitely scratches there. I mean, really, it's pretty all over the place. Again, hard to pick with the camera, but I would just highlight, again, you saw this in person as well, that there are numerous small scratches. It's not super visible unless you catch the light at the right angle, but there's a lot. And for the kitchen sink, again, a good clean would probably make a huge difference. It is scratched up though, as you can see. But definitely needs a good cleaning. And, you know, sometimes you can't remove all the water stains, like the mineralization. At least I've never been able to. But maybe that would be a better question for a contractor or a handyman. But I think this is a good idea, the condition of the kitchen sink. Okay, now for the bathroom sink. You know, this is again, just a deep cleaning will make a huge difference. And I don't really know what to comment about the porcelain. I mean, it looks decent. But yeah, and then as far as water pressure, and again, even if the faucet itself needs to have a good cleaning. But that's just with the hot water on, cold water on. Looks like your sink drain is a little depressed. I don't want to push it. Yeah, see, it's already filling up. But it looks like, again, if I pushed it, it'd probably pop up a little more. So that may be a default. Because obviously it doesn't drain too quickly there. And that's probably one reason why the base of the sink is pretty gross. Okay, as far as the mirrors here and the cabinetry, so the glass itself all looks good. I don't really see any imperfections. It just needs to be cleaned. And as far as the hinges, I mean, it all looks like it's hung well. There's it's a little off here. I don't know if you can just adjust the hinges to get it level. I don't know if you can see that there in the mirror. But as far as in here, no, I'm not seeing any rust on the hinges. Again, just needs to be clean. Again, just cleanliness. But hinges all look fine. Yeah, all in all, that looks good. And just really just testing the shower head. Seems like decent water pressure.
Anyway.
So back in the shower, your little controller there dictates whether you have the lawn working, the rainfall shower head, or you have both going on. And let me see if I can do this with the video running. Okay, see there, now you got both going just by turning that lever. And I would say that there's good water pressure, definitely in the shower. Okay, looking at the bedroom carpet, I would definitely say it's got to be replaced. I mean, maybe a carpet cleaning would be doable, but it's really not a very big space. It wouldn't cost that much to put new carpet in here. Now heading out to the lanai. And again, once the tenant vacates, this all has to be professionally cleaned. Like the carpets would be shampooed, the lanai is going to be cleaned, and a lot of this is just dirt. I don't know if that would come up or not, or if that's a permanent stain. But it is quite dirty. But see, I don't know, I really don't know if it's all just, my guess is that would probably come up, but I don't want to guarantee. There's a little scuff mark right here. Okay, as far as the sink faucet, once again, just cleanliness. I don't see any rusting here. Yeah, it just looks like it needs to be cleaned. There's the water pressure. I personally like, strong water pressure in the kitchen. I don't know if this is not, it's got good when you're doing the spray. This is on full. To me, it's not really strong, but I'm sure obviously a new construction is going to meet the guidelines. Inside the oven, again, just kind of a cleanliness thing. Overall, it looks like it's in decent shape. But down here, definitely needs to be cleaned up a little bit. But as far as all this looks really clean. Actually, okay, Renee's good. Yeah, so just a little dirty, but all in all, looks like it's in good shape. And again, just needs a really thorough cleaning. It doesn't look like rust. It looks like it's just grime. Yeah, it's just grime down there. Okay, lanai door stoppers. You have one up here at the top of the door,
But there's none in the bottom.
but none missing down, or none here. Yeah. So there you go. And if over here, these are all intact up there. And then down the base too. So lanai door, yes, it seems to function well. Nice and smooth. Yeah, no issues. Easily lock it up. So look at the flooring here. This is just off from your the kitchen area, like your living room space. There's a scratch gouge here. I mean, it is definitely damaged the flooring. You also have some mark here. This is right by the lanai door. But the seams look good. A little scuff mark there. I mean, maybe just some light scuff marks. But really, the bigger issues seem like, I mean, there's a little scuff marks here. But the bigger issues are kind of in the living room area. Definitely needs to be clean. That works fine. All right, so for the dryer, we got it turned on. We just can't get to figure out how to start. So again, if you go into a contract, you can definitely have an inspector make sure it works properly. And again, since it's tenant occupied, we don't want to disturb them and leave any water. So we're not going to start the washer. But per Renee, everything works fine with the washer and dryer. But again, you have the opportunity to test it all out. So here's the dishwasher, just to the left of the sink. Again, I don't want to start this. There's dishes in here. My guess is going to be operational, but you would have a chance to do a full cycle when you have the unit inspected. I'm getting this redundant, but just could use another cleaning. It has a fresh smell to it. So I mean, there's no like mildewy, moldy. Obviously, he's been using it, and it does have a clean smell to it, or at least a dishwasher, typical dishwasher smell. But all this could be cleaned up a little bit. Okay, as far as the vent here, all operational. Working fine. And my guess is this. The stovetop works fine. I'm just, again, if you want, go into contract, inspector will turn everything on. Okay, as far as the hot water heater, looks like there's never been any leak. No stains at all. Strapped in, which is obviously a code, so everything looks good.
And the AC is on.
Oh. And so your AC is currently running. It's very quiet. So you can hardly hear anything. At least I can't. with the door shut. So just one quick walkthrough, because that pretty much wraps up everything on your list. Flooring in here looks nice. It's a little scuff mark right here. You can see that. But the backsplash tile work is good. Walls are in good shape. Ceilings are nice and clean. So one last look at the unit here. Again, the bedroom. Then last look from kind of lanai area. All right, any questions? Contact me anytime. Take care.